This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
Today on Rescue 911. Keys in the ignition. A car on the loose backs into a total nightmare.
My son just got run over by a car.
He looked like he was on deathbed.
We told him we loved him.
We begin in Riverdale, Georgia, on the afternoon of February 25th, 1994, where 3-year-old identical twins Michael and Andrew Payne were playing in the front yard while their father Darrell kept an eye on them.
What are y'all doing, washing out the Jeep?
Twins. They don't know what to do without each other. Michael, he's more outgoing than Andrew is. He likes to play more. But Andrew, he always follows them and tries to keep up with them. They play together real good. Sure do. I turned the ignition on to listen to the radio.
Y'all wash it, don't squirt each other, okay?
They was both over there washing the Jeep at the same time.
Get some more paper towels.
I walked into the house to get some more paper towels. When I heard it pop out of gear, I just wanted to make sure Michael and Andrew was okay. Michael was crying because it scared him.
Come on, let's go.
I thought Andrew was still cleaning up his Jeep, and then I looked up. He was just lying on the pavement still. He wouldn't even move.
When we continue,
I didn't think there was a chance for Andrew to even survive. I kept telling him, we need the ambulance here now. We got to get him here. The boy needs him now. He's not going to make it.
Stay right here. Frank, emergency 911. Jim, my son just got run over by a car. He's hurt. What did he get hit by? A car. A car. He's laying in the driveway.
from her backyard across the street, Evelyn Finn had heard the crash.
And I didn't even know if he was dead or alive because he wasn't moving at all. All I saw was he was on his face and the blood just running down the driveway.
Neighbor Ken Liederbach also came over to help.
When I saw her bend over, Andrew, it looked like a pile of rags to me. I put my hand on him, on his back, and I could see blood was coming out of his ear. And I knew the left side of his face was crushed.
He's bleeding from the head. Okay. Hurry!
Clayton County dispatcher Yvonne Lovett was handling the call.
He was really scared that he was going to die. You just try to keep comforting them, letting them know, you know, it's going to be okay, and you really hope it is going to be okay.
All right, tell him not to put too much pressure on his head, just enough to stop the blood, okay?
Stay with us. I didn't think there was a chance for Andrew to even survive. I could see my daughter laying there. I kept telling him, we need the ambulance here now. We got to get him here. The boy needs him now. He's not going to make it.
Within 5 minutes of the call, a Clayton County Fire Med unit arrived, including paramedic Todd Graves.
You could tell it was just a load and go situation, you know. He had a lot of swelling to his head and a lot of deformity. He needed to be at the hospital.
When his face came up, it was like chalky white. It was just so terrible. I can't explain the feeling.
Brian, go get me some electrodes out of the ambulance, will you?
I knew only a miracle would save him.
The helicopter came in and did a hot land where they don't cut the engines off. We just carry the patient right over, load them up, and then they're gone. Just that quick.
After they airlifted Andrew off, I came up here and called my wife. She ain't got to work yet. So I told her daddy at work what has happened. I told him that Andrew has got ran over by a car.
All right, here he comes.
3-year-old Andrew Payne was admitted to Eggleston Children's Hospital under the care of neurosurgeon Joseph Petronio.
His respiratory status was failing. He was not breathing well. He was not moving a lot of air, and all of this would only serve to make his brain swelling worse. Close up and take a look at him.
We'll take it off in a second. Look.
His eyes were deformed and they were separated, and his nose was fractured and actually pushed back between the eye sockets. He had fractures of many of the bones of his skull. The frontal bone was actually forced through the dura, the membrane that covers the brain. Contusion, hemorrhagic contusion. We were very concerned about his chances for survival.
Jan Payne joined her husband as soon as she could get to the hospital.
When I arrived, it was more like I was in shock. Daryl told me that it was his fault and that Andrew was going to die. And I just told Daryl he can't think that you got to keep positive towards Andrew.
Mr. and Mrs. Payne? Hi, I'm Dr. Petronio, one of the neurosurgeons.
We were very frank in our discussion with the Paynes. I told them that there is not a great deal of experience with children that have had such severe crushing injuries to the head that have survived, and there were many things that could potentially go wrong.
Just before Andrew went into surgery, his parents were allowed to see him.
He looked like he was on deathbed. That's what he looked like. He couldn't squeeze my hand, but I held his. And I just told him Mama was there and that I loved him. And I'd be there with him.
He was lying there, helpless. We told him we loved him. We was going to pray for him. And then we left the room.
Andrew underwent 8 hours of risky surgery to remove bone fragments and blood from his brain and reconstruct his skull and face. He remained in a coma.
The first few days were quite stormy. He had problems with brain swelling, as we expected, and really is the major cause of death in the first few days after this type of injury.
He stayed in ICU for 10 days, and each day he started getting better.
Wake up, Andrew.
Monday, he just got up on his knees and held out his arm. He cried. That was good. I was glad to hear that.
Okay, Stephen. Oh, hey. Wow, that's really nice. Andrew. Chad, you hadn't seen it. Come on,
A year has passed since the accident.
He's doing real good. He's got all his abilities back that he had before. He had to go through therapy for 6 to 8 months to learn how to walk again and talk again. They couldn't believe how fast he pulled through this.
We have a saying that trauma is no accident, and we sometimes lose sight of how fragile children are and how just a slip of the mind can result in a disastrous situation.
You got your napkins. Don't let your children play in the car. Lock the doors when you get out. Chop it up. Because they're just so dangerous.
Although Andrew has suffered some hearing loss, Dr. Petronio is amazed by his progress.
Hi. Good to see you again. He's actually done better than we could ever imagine. He looks almost identical to his twin brother.
Hi. How you doing?
Given how he looked when he first came in, and given the concern that we had about whether or not it was even going to be possible to save his life, to see him playing with his twin brother now, I would consider that to be a miracle.
Yeah, all right. Come on. Yeah. All right.
I'd like to thank all the people that were out here, the firemen, the police, the helicopter that did fly him to the hospital, and especially Dr. Petronio. He's a great guy. He's super. He saved his life.
Next.
I told him that I loved him. I figured that even if he didn't hear me, I had to say it. I thought it would be the last time.
One weekend every summer, as many as 50,000 people crowd the downtown area of Spokane, Washington, for the annual Hoop Fest basketball tournament. Over the years, spectators have enjoyed lots of excitement on the makeshift courts built on closed city streets, but nothing to compare with the drama that unfolded during a 3-on-3 game played on June 26, 1993, by a team including Stacy Boyd.
We had a good team. I thought we were going to win every game, but lost our first game. The second game, we knew we had to win, but before I knew it, we was down 2-0.
Stacy's cousin and close friend, 23-year-old Robert Martin Jr., was the strongest player on the team. Amy Cook was cheering him on from the sidelines with their 6-month-old daughter, and his father, Robert Sr.
Robert was a great player. They were hopeful they were going to win. They came pretty close the year before. He was one of the first people in my life. I love him, and I just didn't want to miss a day of him.
Robert wasn't playing good at all. The way I knew he can play, but I thought maybe he just having an off day.
I got fouled real hard. I went to the free throw. I looked over and my cousin Robert fell. I thought he was joking because he was moving. I thought he was laughing at me because I had missed.
Robert, stop playing. Robert, get up, stop playing.
2 or 3 steps, I was out there on the court.
Hey, Robert, what's the matter? What's the matter?
He could not breathe. His eyes was rolling back in his head.
He took maybe 7 hard breaths, like he was really fighting it. And then that was it. I didn't see no more.
I thought he died right there. And I thought that my daughter was going to grow up without her dad.
I was saying, talk to me, but I was losing my son.
Kathy Pate, an exercise physiologist, happened to be nearby.
I've been certified many years, although I've never had to use CPR on a person in the past. He was past the state of having any type of seizure type of movements. He was just laying there flat out.
Robert's sister, Lynette Martin, was also by his side.
I was scared and just started having flashbacks of our lives and stuff together. I just couldn't believe it, seeing someone I loved laying there.
All I could think is if I lose him, then I'll be losing a brother, a cousin, and like a best friend. He's all 3 of them.
I started thinking about pictures that I had of him, and I wished I had more. I told him that I loved him. I figured that even if he didn't hear me, I had to say it. I thought it would be the last time.
Within 6 minutes of Robert's collapse, the first Spokane Fire Rescue units arrived. PEDMEDs, including paramedic Cheryl Hart.
This is a full cardiac arrest. I remember recognizing that he was such a young person. You want to move as quickly as you can before it's too late.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
By the time the ambulance was able to get there, the patient was intubated and there was an IV. A LifeBack 10 monitor was just put right on him. It showed on the monitor that he was in VFib.
When they brought out the defibrillator, I thought, he's only 23 years old. This can't be happening to him.
Where? Okay, check the pulse. No pulse. Continue.
He didn't respond at all. And so then they did it again.
His heart was able to initiate then a normal sinus rhythm.
He's got a pulse.
Okay, he's breathing on his own.
Once he's breathing on his own and he's got a heart rate back, then you need to get him to the hospital as soon as you can.
23-year-old Robert Martin Jr. was taken to Sacred Heart Medical Center, where he was examined by cardiologist Robert Notsky.
When he arrived in the emergency room, he was actually quite stable.
What's his pressure and rhythm?
I remember waking up in ER asking about my kids, and I just couldn't believe it. I said, no, it couldn't have happened.
Robert's doctors ran a battery of tests to try to determine what had caused his cardiac arrest.
He has a very small electrical abnormality inside his heart. So we placed a small box in the heart to recognize when the heart rate is going too fast and create a shock inside the heart to reset it. It feels like a mule has kicked you inside the chest, but he's okay.
You think when you're young and you're in shape and you're in training that nothing like this is going to happen to you, But you never know what's going to happen. You don't know how long you have.
Robert's done real good. He do realize now he can't play the sports he have played before. He's beginning to accept that now.
1 year later, Robert returned to play again at Hoop Fest 94.
I played volleyball and, I'm playing wheelchair basketball, but I can't overdo it. I would like to thank everybody for being there and stepping in, for a stranger that they didn't even know. There's not a lot you can really say about that, but just be appreciative about it.
When people are doing CPR, even though the person doesn't sit right up and thank them, it plays a critical role. If you know CPR, help somebody out, because there's a lot of people that know it, but there's even a fewer number of people that are willing to be the ones that initiate it.
My priorities changed a lot when I became a father 2 years ago. My kids growing up without me, I would have missed wanting to see them grow. And, the thought of that just, puts me in tears.
Oh, we gotta wait.
He's a great dad. He just is more in tune to his own life. He's very happy. He's goofy, very humorous. And loves life and loves his children.
Got you past two? Go right behind you, okay?
I'm more focused on finishing school. No lollygagging here. I'm ready to get through this, so I'm planning on finishing up, get my teaching degree so I can teach elementary school. And also, I want to pursue my master's in child psychology. It's all for the kids, They need to see positive things that they can do with their lives. I want to be there when they start learning what life is about.
There are few natural wonders in America as spectacular as Bridal Veil Falls in Provo Canyon, Utah. Rushing waters drop 2,000 feet on the face of Cascade Mountain. But as one family discovered on the afternoon of May 31st, 1993, it's an area where it's easy to be deceived by nature's beauty.
Thousands and thousands of guests visit Bridal Veil Falls during the summer months each year. Unfortunately, because of the steep terrain, it is a very, very dangerous area. And Bridal Veil Falls does claim lives every year.
This was the first time Kim Pierce and her family had come to the park.
We hiked up to the falls and we just kind of sat around and rested there, and played in the water some and checked out the sights. My daughter, Renee, and Cody, my daughter's boyfriend, were with us. Cody is a part of our family. He's just like one of our own children.
None of them, including Ken Pierce, were experienced hikers.
Some of the trails are rough, and we started up one, and it started to get pretty steep.
I gotta be careful.
It was a little more treacherous than what I wanted to challenge myself with. And so my youngest daughter and I decided to go back and get lunch ready.
We kept hiking, and the higher we got and the farther we hiked, it got steeper and a little more scarier. I started whining and wanted to go back down. But Cody wanted to continue on ahead.
Let's go to the top.
And he just kept saying, well, it's not fair if you try to make me go back down if I want to go up.
Cody, we're now.
And so I said, okay, fine. Go on ahead. We'll be waiting at the truck for you. I just really felt like something bad was going to happen. I could just feel that Cody was not going to be safe going on alone. But I never could talk him into going back down with us.
When we continue.
Cody is my best friend. From the distance he fell, I honestly believed that nobody could make it.
Right up there. You remember what he's wearing, Erica?
Yeah. There he is, right up there. Where?
Right up there in that chute, baby.
Oh, what's that
Off to the right-hand side, you see it? Oh my God, I'm going to get help.
Oh my God!
Tracy Robbins Byer was hiking with her brothers when she saw Cody fall.
It was a devastating thing to watch. I don't know how anybody could survive a fall like that.
He fell to that grove of trees over there.
When I saw Cody fall, I just wished that I could be there to save him. I just couldn't believe that I was standing there watching him fall, and I couldn't be there to help him.
Did you see that guy fall?
And I said, no, where? And he pointed out where he fell from. And I knew, I had gut instinct right then that it was Cody. I just knew it was Cody.
May, I think that was going to help. Come on.
It looked like he had fallen maybe 150 feet, maybe 200. And the way he fell in the length, I just took it that he was dead.
A Utah County volunteer search and rescue team was called in, including EMT Corey Child.
I could see where people were pointing was directly under the tram ride. It appeared to be a 200-foot fall. Time is always of the essence in a rescue. A couple things go through my mind. How are we going to get to him? What's the time delay going to be? Is he going to be alive when I get there?
Going into the base of the upper fall.
The majority of the search and rescue team planned to hike in with the heavy equipment from below, while Corey and his team tried another route.
I decided that I would rappel out of the tram directly above where the patient was lying. I thought that was the fastest way to him.
Beaners, everybody flipped in.
I am scared that it's going to be a dead person and going to simply be a body recovery.
501 copy. Okay, we have a rescue team in the tram now, and they're...
I honestly thought he was dead. I was so scared. I was trying to talk myself into believing that he wasn't, but from the distance he fell, I honestly believed that nobody could make it. I would have missed him, always being there for me whenever I needed him. Cody is my best friend.
Not till I get in position. Slow it down.
I had radio contact with the tram operator. I tried to keep a good eye below me to see what was going on. I could see where the victim was.
Slow it down.
The tram operator slowed me to a stop right above the victim. We threw the 300-foot rope out the door and watched it hit the ground. So I knew that I had enough rope. Something happens as soon as you go out the door. You think, I'm 2 feet from the tram, and I'm 298 feet from the ground. Which way do I want to go here?
Okay.
It's a gut wrencher.
Okay, ready to go? Anytime you're ready.
As I'm rappelling, I'm thinking, what am I going to find when I get to the ground?
That'll be all right, John.
Thoughts of contacting his folks on the phone were running through my mind. What was I going to tell him? Why did I take him up there? Why did I let him go? And it was hard.
Just hang on.
When I first got to the victim, I could see 2 bystanders. I was amazed that he was alive.
Okay, I want you to keep holding his head. Where do you hurt the most?
And just about everywhere I touched,
Your hip?
he would moan. Any patient that I'm working on, I continually think, when's he going to crash on me?
Stick your tongue out.
Crashing meaning, when are his vital signs going to drop? When is he going to die on me? He had fallen 200 feet. His injuries, unknown to me on the inside, could have put him down in a matter of minutes.
"19-year-old Cody McQuillan was transported by helicopter to Utah Valley Regional Medical Center. Amazingly, the only major injury he had suffered was a fractured pelvis.
And I asked him if I could hug him, and he said yes. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you're all right."
Cody's mother, Linda McQuillan, came to the hospital as soon as she was notified about the accident.
It was very emotional. He instantly became my little boy. When he saw me, he started to cry, and I started to cry. I told him how thankful I was he was alive and how much I loved him, and that everything would be okay.
Cody is completely recovered from his injuries.
When I found out how far I'd fallen, I think about how lucky I am. Lucky I'm not dead or in a wheelchair. Lucky that I'm alive.
When I see Cody today playing baseball, climbing, doing the things he likes to do, I am just amazed that he's okay. I still would like to know to this day how somebody can fall that great of a distance and not be dead.
My advice to anyone that's gonna hike, wear proper shoes, pay attention to trailhead signs, scope it out, learn what the difficulty of it is. And if you don't think you can do it, don't do it. You can never be too safe.
I'd just like to say to all the people that helped rescue Cody how much I appreciate and thank them. It's just amazing that he's okay, and I think about that almost every day.
Next.
Joy had 5 children before, and she assured us there weren't going to be any surprises. It wasn't going to be an emergency, but it didn't happen that way.
Pull over, Tom!
During 12 years in emergency medical services, paramedic Robert Buckman has dealt with the sorrow of losing victims and the exhilaration of saving lives. But nothing can compare with the very personal crisis he found himself in on September 6, 1993 in Crosby, Texas.
The day started out at 3 o'clock in the morning. We went to the hospital. We were told it wasn't time yet. We started our long trip home. But when we got home, Joy told me to put towels on the bed. We're going to have a baby.
Okay?
Can I push?
Yeah, baby, go ahead and push.
Because the hospital was an hour away, Robert radioed his co-worker and friend, dispatcher Jackie Greenwade, for help.
I'll get a crew headed your way.
Since the doctors had just sent him home from the hospital, I thought, well, maybe Dad's panicking a little bit here. But then I got a little bit concerned because he delivers babies all the time, and he knows when it's time.
When I called for the ambulance, I know I was in sheer terror. The amniotic sac was protruding, but the water was still intact. I wanted help. I didn't want to assume complete and total responsibility. Because if anything ever happened, I don't know how I would deal with it.
Crosby volunteer EMT Tom McKee, a longtime friend of Robert and his wife Joy, was dispatched to the scene.
Joy had 5 children before, and she assured us that she knew exactly when she was going to have the baby. There weren't going to be any surprises. It wasn't going to be an emergency, but it didn't happen that way.
Joy, hang in there.
Come on, baby. All right, let's go.
On your count.
1, 2, 3.
When we moved her from the bed to the stretcher, we broke the water bag. This was now becoming more critical because the baby is now exposed to the bacteria that's normally floating around in the air.
Okay? Breathe through it. Breathe through it.
Friend and co-worker EMT Jackie Stidham was following them to the hospital.
When you've been in labor before, you know when a lady's fixing to give birth. I have 3 children of my own, so I knew that we weren't going to get far.
Don't push. Don't push.
She's fixing to crowd it out. Now, honey.
Pull over, Tom! Come on, honey. Breathe through it. Don't push now. Don't push.
Well, I knew it was going to be hard for her to relax.
Don't push.
You're in the back of an ambulance, having a baby, no pain medicine, with 4 or 5 people that you are friends with. And it's hard enough to have a little dignity when you're having a baby, let alone with these people that you see nearly every day.
You're doing good, Joy.
Breathe, breathe,
She looks so
breathe.
The baby's head delivered, and her eyes were open.
Go. There you go. That's
And it was like we instantly made eye contact for that split second.
Yeah.
And as more of her delivered, it went from a real exuberance to a, oh my God.
Come on, Joy.
Okay, we got
breathe.
a nuchal cord.
The cord was around the baby's neck.
We got the head. We got the
My
head.
first
All right.
instinct was to put my fingers down there and try and untangle the cord.
Just hold on. Let us control it.
But it was already tight enough that I couldn't even get my fingers in.
Little push.
Push,
Down.
Joy. Now
Little
push.
We had to deliver the baby completely before we could do anything with the cord. But with each inch that the baby delivered, the cord was being pulled tighter and tighter around the baby's neck. And she was turning bluer and bluer.
There you go. Breathe.
I can't describe the terror, the panic that I felt watching my baby being strangled while there was nothing I could do at that time.
Push, Joy. Come on, bear down
Push
and
it,
push.
push.
Bear down and
Push.
push. Everyone was doing everything they could.
The baby's in trouble. Push. Push.
I was very scared that we might lose the baby.
She kept telling me she was really tired, she was really fatigued, she couldn't do it.
Joy,
Joy, you need
push.
to push.
Joy.
No,
You got
you gotta
to
push. Joy, you need to push. The baby's in trouble. Push. Push.
Bear down and push, Joy. Push, push.
I don't know where she mustered up the strength, but she pushed it on out.
Breathe, Joy. Breathe.
The baby was now turning blue from being strangled by the cord.
Clamp it. Clamp it.
It's okay, Joy.
You're doing good.
Joy,
good.
it's okay. Just breathe,
You're doing
Joy.
good.
Just breathe. Okay. Deep breaths, Joy.
So
Come on,
lean back.
lay back.
Lean back, Joy.
All right.
Make her mad. Make her mad. Make her mad.
I just kept hearing him say, make her mad. Make her mad so she'll breathe. And it set a real fear into me.
Come on.
Come on. Make her mad. Make her cry.
When a baby doesn't cry, then we get real worried. I thought, well, it's up to me to try to do something. So I pinched her foot.
Come on.
And then when she cried, it was yes.
7 pounds 6 ounce Rainey Buckman and her mother Joy were examined at the hospital and released the next day.
Hi, how you doing? Nice to see you.
3 months later, Rainey has a routine checkup with her pediatrician, Dr. Harvey Balthaser.
Fortunately, Rainey is developmentally right on track. She's growing beautifully, and she does not seem to be having any problems from her very exciting birth.
Had Joy not brought up that inner spirit and pushed the baby out, the outcome of the birth of our baby might have not been so good.
All my children are wonderful in their own ways. They all have a beautiful something about them. And Rainey's is her daddy and I did this together. Very, very special place in our hearts.
We may never be called upon to help someone in need, but we can all help save lives by giving blood through a local hospital or the American Red Cross. This series is dedicated to all the caring people who are committed to saving lives. I'm William Shatner. Join us again next week for more true stories on Rescue 911.
Step out of the car, please.
you.